Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the Divine Union podcast. And if this is your first time tuning in with us today, welcome. So thrilled to have you here because today we're talking about communication, mastering your communication so you can have mastering. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the Divine Union podcast. And if this is your first time tuning in with us today, welcome. I am so excited to dig into this week's episode because we are talking all about mastering communication, the art of leadership in partnership. This theme of leadership in partnership is truly revolutionary because when most people think about leadership, they think about it as it relates to career, how far up you are in the corporate ladder, how much money you make, how big your team is that works under you. And I want to invite you to expand your mind and how you view this term of leadership to bring that into partnership. Because when two parties can lead together, lead themselves within the relationship, and lead as a collective unit and force aligning to a shared vision and shared goals, that's how you create incredible things in this world as a partner. Yeah. That's how you make your dreams happen. That's how you leave a lasting impact on people, on your legacy for your family unit. And when you work and come from this place of collaboration, and this is how you truly build reciprocity as a coupledom. Yeah. Mutual admiration, mutual respect, mutual adoration. That feels so good to feel. So leadership, it's not about control. Yeah, it's about influence. How do you influence your partner to see your point of view, to see your perspective on something, to open their mind to understanding why something even hurt you in conflict? To open their mind to understanding why is it important for the financial plan to invest in financial planning as a coupledom for your legacy, to get your partner on board for why they should remodel the kitchen so that you can continue to build community if you're those kinds of people who love to host, who love to build community around the home, right? This theme of impact aligns to so many areas of the partnership. Yeah, from small things like planning dates, getting your partner to plan dates so that you can feel more desired, so that you can have deeper intimacy, more passion in the partnership, and for bigger things that involved in planning for the coupledom, planning for the future, your family. So it's about influence and impact and creating a shared vision. So understanding how to garner your partner's support, how to get their alignment. Now, that comes from understanding what motivates them. What do they care about? What's important to them? Yeah. So if you want to get them to finally work with your financial planner on creating a plan for your family unit and putting money aside in certain investments, yeah. And maybe they just haven't had the time for it. What do they care about? They probably care about their security for the future. They probably care about the legacy for their child. Yeah, the trust for your future child, or if you have a child, the trust for your child. Yeah. They probably care about being comfortable in old age. And so it's speaking to what do they care about when you are working to have an impact in the relationship and to truly lead and get them on board with what you see as this long-term vision. An aspect of leadership is also vulnerability. It's speaking from your heart. It's speaking to, hey, partner, when we keep putting off having this call with the financial planner and working on our investment portfolio and how we want to diversify our funds, and when we keep putting it off, it makes me feel fearful about our future. Yeah? It makes me anxious about the future. And I want to be able to feel secure in what we've built, that our money is continuing to grow, and feel secure that as we age, that we have a solid foundation through which to continue to build. And that's going to last us a lifetime, right? It's speaking to that fear, and that requires vulnerability. And now let's bring in other kinds of examples here with leadership and vulnerability. Mm. I'm feeling exhausted, partner, because I feel like the kids are demanding so much of my time. And I haven't had any energy to focus on business. And my business fills me up so much. Of course, it fills me up so much to be a mother as well. But I'm missing this side of me, that side of me, my passion. Yeah, cultivating my passion. I'm starting to feel a bit depressed. And so, what do you say 2 days a week? Yeah, the hours of 5 to 9, you take care of the kids. I get to unplug, go to my work, reinvigorate that sense of passion, get my business back in order, in a flow. Yeah. And then we can have the evening to ourselves to just relax and enjoy. And why does it matter? Because then I'd feel more inspired. I feel more excited and enlivened by life. I probably feel sexier as a result, right? Now that requires vulnerability, and that's leadership because that's saying, hey, babe, this is what I desire. Your leadership, we talked about, is influence. It's your ability to lead the direction of the partnership, to impact it. Because in a partnership, a beautiful partnership, one that feels fulfilling for both partners, is one where there are both people adding value to the partnership and showing each other where blind spots might be. Partner B might not realize that you feel exhausted, disconnected from your passion. And if you don't speak from that vulnerable place and it's just like, hey, why can't you help me with the kids? Why don't you just take care of them 2 nights a week? I'm tired. No, people don't care about that. Even if it's your partner, you have to speak to what they can understand. Wow, losing your passion for work, not feeling connected to that passion, feeling exhausted and drained. Yeah. Feeling sad and disconnected, not feeling enlivened by life. Wow, these are real emotions that touch people. It's also emotional intelligence. So it's being connected to your partner, their emotions, reading them. Is now a good time to share something? When I'm speaking, are they closed? Are they tense? If they're tense, how can you bring lightness to the situation? So maybe you're bringing up something in conflict. Maybe you're speaking about, we'll go the other way. Maybe you're a man and you're speaking to your more feminine partner about, maybe she's sharing something, a challenge she's working through. Yeah. And maybe she's been working through it for, a couple days now. And maybe you feel like you've given all the feedback that you can for the challenge, and there's nothing else, no value for you to add. Yeah, it's a decision that she needs to sit with and she needs to make. So perhaps you start to share, and this is leadership. It's also speaking to your experience and being sensitive to her. And then it could be something like, hey, babe, I'm noticing, yeah, that you've shared about this a couple days now. And it seems like it's a challenging area, yeah, for you. I can tell that it's keeping you up at night. Yeah, it's causing some tension. How I usually make decisions is I like to weigh the pros and cons. Yeah. Maybe you're a Capricorn. Maybe you like to weigh the pros and cons, write them down. Yeah. And then tune in, then feel into what the potential future could look like with path A, what the future could look like with path B. Yeah. And giving the feedback and then saying, like, hey, I'm noticing you're asking me this question, but it's not really a question that I can answer for you. And I'm feeling a bit drained because I want to be here and I want to support you. But this is something that you need to make a decision you need to make on your own. Yeah, because I can't tell you what to do. You're going to resent me after. Now, this is leadership. Now, let's say you notice her start to close. Maybe she starts breathing. She's getting tense. Yeah. Lighten it. Lighten it. This is emotional intelligence. Hey, babe. Oh, I notice it looks like you're clenched right now. Yeah. How are you receiving me? What's going on? What are you feeling when I'm speaking? Maybe she says, oh, well, you're telling me you don't want to listen to what I have to say. And then it's like, no, babe, like I love you so much. Yeah, of course I'm here for you. But the truth is, I want to empower you because you're not going to be happy if you don't make this decision on your own. Yeah. And I don't want to feel frustrated that you're asking me, feeling frustrated that if I'm telling you what to do and you're not listening to it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to follow your own beat of your own drum. Yeah. That's how we make decisions. And so it's like feeling into how someone's receiving you in a given moment and even adjusting your language from there. Reading those nonverbal cues. How is their body? Are they looking at you? Are they smiling? Are they breathing? Is their jaw clenched or are they open? Are they relaxed? Do they feel like they're in their body? Are their eyes closed when they're receiving? Do they look like they can't wait to get the next word out and to respond? Then it's like, okay, that's an insight here that maybe they're triggered by something. Hey, what's going on? Yeah. I'm in the middle of sharing about something and it looks like you're on edge, ready to respond to me. Yeah, what did that activate in you? And so it's using that emotional intelligence to in your communication and as you embody your leadership within the partnership. Yeah, because leadership is also teaching your partner how you desire to relate with them. What kind of relating feels good? You're co-creating energy. Remember, you're co-creating what is it we value? And that can shift over time. What is it we value? What's important to us? How do we lead as a couple? How do we support each other? What does that look like? Do we support each other by being mindful that as we talk about each other that we're saying nice things, that we're building each other up? Because maybe you may say as a couple, oh yeah, we support each other, but maybe your partner gives like a slight or a remark about you that doesn't feel good and that doesn't align to your value of how you demonstrate support. And then it requires your leadership to express that. Hey, partner, for me, this is what support looks like. For me, this is what trust looks like. I want to be able to trust your word. Yeah, I understand that things are always in flux in life, but I want to be able to trust our communication that we are going to speak about things when there's challenge, that we're going to attempt to work through it when there's challenge, and that creates safety. So it's continuing through your communication, yeah, to lead the relationship by expressing what it is you desire. And that is best suited when both parties are actively leading together. Yeah. Because if only one party is leading, yeah, it doesn't actually feel fulfilling for them. It ends up being a burden. And they're going to have blind spots. We all do. So your leadership matters. Mm. And this clear, open communication, when you are truly being authentic and when you are expressing and you are influencing the direction of the relationship, yeah, that creates a healthy environment for the other person to also lead. Yeah, for the other person to feel comfortable to share their experience, their wants, their dislikes, their biggest dreams for the partnership. Now, the leadership, right? There's individual leadership, through your sovereignty, and their shared leadership through the union. Now, your individual leadership is I'm also going to hold myself when I express things and maybe they don't go according to plan. Maybe in the bedroom, let's give a different kind of example. Maybe in the bedroom, you're feeling turn on and you initiate intimacy and your partner doesn't receive it. Maybe they're tired. It's not the right time for them. Your leadership is how you hold yourself through it. It's how you lead yourself out of, you can still feel feelings of rejection. They're normal human feelings to feel, but how do you lead yourself out of reaction, out of trigger, out of shutdown mode? It's like, okay, I need to affirm myself. Wow, I'm amazing. Just because they didn't want intimacy at this moment doesn't diminish my value as a sexual being in this partnership. Yeah. And do you continue to lead? Do you continue to express what it is you desire and show up fully and authentically in the partnership? So let's see. Yeah. If you notice that one person in the partnership is often leading, yeah, then that's a sign for you to find ways to even subtly doing things. Hey, I planned this for us, right? I have this amazing date. Hey, I cooked this dinner for us. I would love for us to sit and enjoy it and share about our day, right? The subtle things that are influencing. Maybe you always sit down and eat in front of the TV. It's like, I have a different idea for today. Something to be mindful when it comes to the leadership is the power dynamics because you don't want a dynamic where one person's always leading, one person's always following. So you want to be mindful if you're following, how do you incorporate more of your opinion into the dynamic and do it in ways that, remember, will inspire your partner to get on board. Yeah, to build up their excitement, speak to what they care about. And then it's also something to be mindful is you want to be mindful of not vying for control or power. Yeah, where it's this dynamic of both parties and this unhealthy masculine vying for power, and that you don't want either. And so it's finding ways to more subtly lead as well. How do you more subtly lead? Through, this is why I love intrigue, the art of intrigue and seduction and painting a vision so that you can inspire your partner to rally behind you where it doesn't feel as direct as I'm trying to control you or I'm forcing my leadership on you or we're fighting for power. And because that's felt among both parties. You can also lead in order to receive. Leadership leads to receivership. So, how do you invite your partner so that you can receive? So, that can be something like, babe, we've had the busiest schedules, both of us. And I know that we haven't had a ton of time for just us between the kids and work and all the family obligations this month. And so, why don't you plan something for us this Saturday night? I've got the kids a babysitter, and you just tell me where to be, and I'll meet you at 7. Yeah. This way we can both do what we need to do in our day, and then we can have a little enjoyment in the evening. Now, you're inviting your partner to plan the date, plan the evening. You gave them some guidance. I'll meet you at 7. Yeah. I got the babysitters. You're pulling your weight as well. Now you're inviting them to lead so that you can now receive. Great. They're going to plan something amazing for me. Yeah. I know you got some amazing ideas in that mind of yours. Yeah. I know how much we love hosting. What do you say we finally take care of remodeling that kitchen so we can have a home that we're proud of? You're inviting them to navigate, to lead, so that you can then sink back and receive. But it requires your leadership to voice that. When you both mutually lead in partnership, what you're actually doing is you're encouraging each other's growth as individuals and you're growing as a couple. right? It's encouraging and pulling out of your partner new ways of being, new behaviors, new levels of follow through, new levels of communication, new levels of authenticity. And this is so beautiful because then you get to really see each other evolve over the span of your relationship. A tool to tune into your leadership and partnership, because your voice is how you lead, your voice is your power. And without your voice, you're not able to truly have an impact. And so I really want you to feel into the power of that. A helpful tool to help you lead through your communication, particularly in the area of conflict. It's called the DEAR process. So the D is describe. Describe without emotional attachment what's happening, babe. When it's Sunday and I'm running around the house, cleaning and trying to prep the meals for the week and taking care of the errands, and then I see you sitting on the couch. It's describing the facts, what's happening. The E, express the emotion. I feel sad and frustrated because I make it mean that you don't respect me because you're not asking me if I need help. And it hurts me because it brings me to this feeling that I'm a helpful tool, a helpful tool to navigate communication and to truly lead from a place of power, particularly in conflict, is called the DEAR process. So the D is describe without emotional attachment the facts of what's happening. So I give you an example, partner. When it's Sunday and I'm running around doing a million errands for the week ahead. And I'm cleaning the house and then I'm preparing the kids' meals and our meals for the following week. And I see you sitting on the couch for most of the day. That's describing what's happening. Yeah. The E, express the emotion. How does it impact you? It makes me sad. I make it mean that you don't care about me and that you don't see how stressed I am and care to help out. And it makes me feel disrespected, which hurts me because we're a partnership and I want to feel that we are a partnership and feel that collaborative energy. Okay, A, assert the desire. What is the desire? Make it tangible, make it clear. What I desire is Sunday at around, in the afternoon, let's say sometime between 12 and 2 that you check in on me and that you ask me how you could support me, whether it be helping me organize the kids' meals for the week or whether it be running a couple of the errands to lighten my load. Yeah, so you're saying, okay, I want you to check in with me, yeah, in the afternoon. So you're being clear. Take the morning, do what you got to do. Afternoon, check in with me. See what support I need. Yeah. And then the R, reinforce. Why does it matter? Why is it important? Rambo, shut up. I'm working, you idiot. And then the R. And then the R is reinforce. Why does it matter? Why does it matter for you in the coupledom? Yeah. Because I'd feel happier and more connected to you. We'd feel more like a team. And then the R, reinforce. Why does it matter for you, for them, and for the coupledom? Yeah. Because I'd feel more joyous and less stress and more at ease. I feel more loving towards you. We'd feel more connected to each other. And honestly, we'd probably have more sex as a result. Yeah, that's what they care about. And so it's speaking to that when you are working through conflict, when you're communicating and actively being able to lead from a place that is grounded in the heart and truth and vulnerability. So there you have it. We covered so much today and we talked about communication and how to truly lead in partnership and how to lead both as an individual sovereign being and how to truly lead together through communication, through conflict management, through leading the direction of the partnership and painting a vision that each other can rally behind. We talked about the power of when two people can show each other their blind spots to really be able to co-create the future together. And that can be even small things around planning dates, doing things for the intimacy. And it can also be bigger things, financial planning, long term planning for the partnership, for the legacy. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you all for tuning in for this week's episode of Divine Union with your hostess, Nicola Navone. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And until then, may all your unions be divine.